And welcome back, rugby fans, to Rugby411. As always, I'm your host. My name is Joshua Shibata, and this is our Week 14 preview of the 2024 MLR season. 5 games this weekend. We're back to our usual 5. 3 of them are going to be on Saturday, 2 of them on Sunday. Again, all of them can be watched live or on demand on the Rugby Network. Absolutely free app that also has a lot of other rugby as well. They have Women's Premier Rugby, they have Premiership Rugby, they have a lot of great content on there. Absolutely for free, though you do have to pay a little bit extra for the Premiership Rugby, but it is a great deal and a half. Highly recommended. And again, you can watch every game of the MLR season. Games you've missed, games that are coming up, absolutely free. That part is free. Highly recommend you check out the Rugby Network. Let's get on with it. So starting Saturday, June 1st, 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time kickoff, Anthem Rugby Carolina taking on Old Glory DC at the Maryland Soccerplex in Germantown, Maryland. Second time that these two have played this season. Last time that they played, Old Glory beat Anthem in a pretty close match of 46-32. I'm going to shock everybody. I wasn't predicting Anthem to win a game, but they've been very, very close. Closest probably, unfortunately, against Rugby Football Club LA. They had the bye. They rested up. Old Glory's been shaky. I think Anthem pulls off the upset and gets their first win of the season here on Saturday, June 1st. 1 hour later, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, this is the game of the week. The two top teams in my power rankings, Houston SaberCats taking on the surprisingly hot NOLA Gold at the Gold Mine. These two teams have faced off against each other 6 times already, surprisingly, in this head-to-head matchup. NOLA has won 4 of the 6. And both teams have been on a hot win streak. NOLA's on a 4-game win streak. Houston is on a 5-game win streak. Yeah, NOLA's a surprising one, and they are at home at the Gold Mine, but Houston has looked phenomenal. Have lost only 1 game this season. I don't think they're going to lose number 2 here. I'm picking the Houston SaberCats to continue being the dominant team so far of the 2024 season. And then 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, we have a West Conference rivalry between the San Diego Legion going over to Zion Stadium to take on the Utah Warriors. These two teams have faced off against each other 10 times. San Diego, by far the more dominant in this rivalry, 8-2. But the last time that these two teams collided in San Diego, Utah squeaked by with the victory by 1 point. The first time that Utah has ever beaten San Diego in San Diego, and is only the second time that they've won in this rivalry. It was, I think, the first game that San Diego lost this season, and granted, San Diego has been very shaky. They almost lost to LA, though they did pull it off, and they do have a lot of injuries. Utah, though, I feel has a lot more injuries. They're a lot more of a shakier team. Utah has the bye. I feel they'll be a little bit more motivated to win, but that being said, I think San Diego ends up winning this game and making things a little bit better for their playoff chances in this season. And now let's go over the last 2 games of the weekend, both of them on Sunday, June 2nd. First, 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, Dallas goes over to face off against New England at the Veterans Memorial Stadium in Quincy, Mass. Surprisingly, these two teams have only faced off once last year. New England won that game barely 10-9. New England is reeling from a surprising loss to the Miami Sharks. Dallas was on a bye. I don't think New England is going to let this be a habit of losing 2 games in a row. Dallas is looking better, but I feel New England at home has the advantage here. And then last game of the weekend, 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, two of the 3 new teams on the block facing off against each other for the very first time. A coast-to-coast rivalry. Miami Sharks coming over to LA to take on Rugby Football Club LA at Dignity Health Sports Park. Miami coming off a huge win over New England. LA coming off a brutal loss to San Diego. I want to say the momentum is in Miami's court, but I feel that LA will come to play, will come to win, and I'm going with LA. I'm playing with my heart, but I believe that LA will have the win here and get their 4th victory of the season, tied up with Miami as 2 franchises with 4 wins apiece. But it is going to be a fight in this game. And again, if you're in the LA area, come on out. It is always fun to have a lot of LA fans in the stadium. There's a lot of them for the San Diego game. Granted, it was against San Diego. It was a great time. Dignity Health Sports Park is a beautiful venue. If you've never been, highly recommend. And again, it's a great chance to catch some awesome rugby action and hear the wonderful voice of yours truly on the PA. But that is our weekend of action. Again, don't forget, if you're in on my Super Group Pick'em, make sure you get those picks in because every point counts. It is a very, very close game for that free MLR t-shirt of a team of yours choice from yours truly. So again, thank you very much for watching my videos and enjoy the weekend of rugby, and I'll see you on the pitch.